Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? It is Daniel Weafi, and I am back. Hey, 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 yes. So I apologize. I've been gone for the past 2 days. I was supposed to do these recordings and these videos for the doc prep free workshop. I was supposed to do it daily, but I skipped 2 days. So I apologize. But hey, I'm back, and we are going to continue today with lesson three of our four-part series on how I created a $50,000 a month to an $80,000 a month document preparation business. I've done it twice in my life in two different areas, in Oklahoma and in Nevada. And this is me breaking down the commonalities that I did. So I am not promising you anything because I don't know who you are, but I do know that these are the steps that I took in order to get financial freedom, in order to create a business that could employ people, as well as people that have come underneath me and invested in coaching with me. They've used these same concepts in order to have success. Okay. And I'm coming at you live from my living room. So, the biggest thing about having a business like this, you guys, is you want to create a business which gives you freedom, because at the end of the day, freedom is what we're looking for. So, a freedom of time and of money. So, if you guys want to get in contact with me, there's going to be links in the description of this. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to hit me up on my Facebook link that's in the description, or there may be a website link that's in the description as well. So just hit me up there. And then if you're watching this on podcast, there will be a link somewhere in the show notes. Okay. So that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and bring up my whiteboard. Y'all know that I love whiteboards. All right, move this around. All right. We are cooking in the kitchen with some fire now. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. All right. I thought the fire went out for a second. All right. So, how Daniel Weafi created a legal doc prep business that generated him 50K to 80K a month. All right. So what we did, you guys, is in previous lessons, we talked about in the first lesson we did the introduction, right? So I just did an introduction and a summary of what I've done over the years. And then we also talked about goal setting. So you want to make sure you know what your minimum income goal is. And I also talked about getting into a niche, because this business, you guys, is something that can be done by a plethora of different people. So you can be a doc prep company, you can be an LDA, which is a legal document assistant. You could be a lawyer. All right. You could be a notary that does loan processing or loan signing. Okay. Immigration, divorce, DUI. All right. The sky's the limit to what you could do. All right. And then we talked about how much money should be your minimum goal, right? And so the minimum goal, at least that I have with everybody that works with me, all right, is $10,000 a month. All right. You should at least, at minimum, want to make $10,000 a month. That gives you $120,000 a year in gross income. And obviously, you're not going to keep 120,000. If you make $120,000 a year, you're not going to keep $120,000. Okay. You're going to have money that goes as an investment towards your marketing costs, towards different systems that you may have, like answering services and whatnot, different software that you may need, different licensing fees that you may need. If you're paying for filing fees, you're going to need to pay for filing fees. When you get employees, which we'll talk about tomorrow, you're obviously going to need to pay for employees. And employees, honestly, are the biggest investment that you'll have. But it's, in my opinion, it's something that you need to have because you having employees gives you freedom. Okay. So I would rather get $4,000 a month and not have to do any work, okay? Or you're only doing 5 to 10 hours a month of work, and then you have everybody else doing the work for you, and then that $6,000 goes to pay them to in order to buy you freedom. Does that make sense? So you're gonna want to go over lesson one, okay? And even if you've listened to it before, listen to it again and again and again until you get tired of hearing my bald black ass. All right, lesson two is marketing 101. All right. So in this lesson, you guys, we discussed how to get out there and create systems to find people that need, desire, and want your service and want to pay you money. All right. We talked about different social media platforms to use. We talked about different paid platforms to use and whatnot. This week, or today, actually, we're going to talk about sales. Let me put some dollar signs. Like dollar signs. We're going to talk about sales. Oh, yeah, baby. And specifically, sales 101. All right. Beautiful. So, with sales, you guys, let me start up a new text box. I love Zoom. Not that I love Zoom. I have a love and hate relationship with Zoom. Zoom, if you're listening, I have a love hate relationship with you, Zoom. Sometimes it's so hard to navigate Zoom and it frustrates me. Okay. So with sales, for most people, you guys, for most people, sales is an icky word. It's a 4-letter word. All right. So for most peeps, the word sales is a 4-letter bad word. You might as well be like, you little piece of sales, you mother salesperson, you sail off, right? Because most people, when they think of sales, they're like, ew, that's icky. They think of a car salesperson or, and no offense to car salespeople, but they think of people that are hounding you and they think that it's bad and it's horrible and whatnots, right? But at its essence, you guys, sales, at least the way I look at it, you guys, is you talking to somebody interested in your service, assessing whether you two are a good fit to work together. And if so, you giving them options to proceed further. All right. And that's my definition of sales. So if you look up the word Daniel Wiafi sales in the Webster's dictionary, this is the definition you're going to find. It is you talking to somebody who is interested in your service and you assessing whether you two are a good fit to work together. And if so, you give them opportunities and the options to proceed further. That was my little son that just walked in the background. And that's simply what it is, you guys. All right. And everybody wants something. That's the whole purpose of our economy. That's the whole purpose of us moving forward and making money and getting the things that we desire in life, right? So if you want a car, if you want a house, if you want some jewels, if you want whatever, right? Somebody got to sell you something, right? And so what I want for you to do is to just flip the script on that, okay? So flip the script on the word sales so that you're not looking at it with a bad connotation. All right. And so the way you do sales, you guys, and the way you do it simply where it's not a burden to you is you want to do it in such a way where you are not browbeating somebody, okay, and you are not being aggressive or forceful or whatnot. All right. And so I'm going to give you guys some secret tips that I've taught everybody that is employed by me how to use for sales, where they can close literally 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 people that they talk to into a closed sale. And it's something where you're not fearful, you're not scared, you're not worried that somebody's going to cuss you out or hang up in your face. It's very friendly. It's something that you can use if you're introverted. It's something that you can do without feeling icky or aggressive. Okay. It's basically you just having a quick conversation. Would you like to hear more? Of course you would. All right. So let's start up a new page. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually break it down. All right. This is my whole sales process. So you've done the marketing. And let me call it. So I'm going to call it Daniel Wiafi's easy sales process. And I'm going to call it a consultative close process. Okay. Consultative closing process, because you're basically acting like they're consultant. All right. So somebody has contacted you from your marketing, right? So you've done your YouTube videos, like I've told you to do. You've done your Facebook posts. You've done ads, right, on Google or wherever. You have done Twitter or put up bandit signs, and you have people that are calling you, emailing you, messaging you, saying, "Hey, I want a divorce. Hey, I need a bankruptcy. Hey, I look too much and I got caught drinking and driving by the cops. I need a DUI attorney. Hey, my sister needs immigration help." Whatever the case is, guys and gals, they have reached out to you from your marketing efforts. Now, 9 times out of 10, and matter of fact, I'm going to say 29 times out of 30, they're not going to just pay you money without talking to you, okay? Or seeing you, all right? Like maybe 1 out of 30 times they will just pay the money, okay? God bless those type of people. I love you. I love you if you're that type of person and you're listening to this. But most people make you work. So they're going to leave you a message. They're going to tell you a little bit about what's going on. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick up the phone, all right? Um, you can the secret of sales, okay, the secret of sales is you can close a person for 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 dollars, $15,000 on up with one phone call if you do it correctly. Okay. Now that's a big if. All right. So there's a certain pathway that you take. And this is something, you guys, that I've learned over the past, I want to say about 10 years of really focusing on sales and really focusing on the psychology of it and what works, what doesn't work. I've spent like literally tens of thousands of dollars on sales training and the different psychology of sales and what works, what doesn't. I've been through thousands of phone calls, okay, in different niches, and I pretty much know what works, okay, for the most part. So, step number one, you guys, is you recap. All right. So let's pretend like you're in the divorce business, such as like I am. Okay. So somebody's called and they leave you a message and they say, "Hey, my name is Frank, and my wife and I, we need to get a divorce ASAP. We have no kids, no property. We just want to find out how much it is and what all do we need to do? What information do we need to give you?" Okay. So when you call Frank up, you're going to say something to the effect of, "Hey, this is Billy with Billy's Divorce Services. I'm just giving you a call back, Frank. I got the message, and it looks like you're needing a divorce. Looks like your wife is willing to sign the papers. No kids, no property. You guys want it done ASAP. Does that sound about right, Billy?" And then Billy's going to say, "Yes, that's right. Thank you. You're awesome. You're reading my mind." Okay. And basically, what the recap does, you guys, is it allows you to connect and build instant rapport with the prospect that you're talking to on the other line. Because sales is based upon there being somebody feeling like they're connected to you. All right. And if you know exactly what a person needs, then they automatically know you, like you, and trust you. All right. And people that know you, like you, and trust you will want to do business with you. Because trust me, 90% of everybody else that's out there in the market are doing it incorrectly. Okay. Seriously. And if you can just do it like at least minimally correct, then you're gonna go light years above anybody else out there that's in your marketplace. Okay. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Okay. So after you do the recap, you guys, what you want to do is you want to ask them, all right, well, Billy, tell me a little bit about what's going on, and let's see how we can help you out the best. All right. So this right here is called the doctor's mindset frame, or setting the frame. All right. So this goes back into what's called NLP, which is stands for neuro linguistic programming. And the way our brains are fashioned, you guys, is we're all fashioned, our brains are fashioned to have a certain thought process that flows a certain way. So if this happens, we go this way. If that happens, we go the opposite way. Okay. And so basically, what you want to do is you want to tell a person, "Hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a few questions, and then you answer them, and then let's see what the best solution for you is." Okay. And so you basically tell them exactly how the call is going to go, and you basically put yourself in a position of being empowered and being the professional and the expert. Okay. And so you're going to ask questions. Okay. Asking questions is really big, you guys, because the person that's asking the questions is the one who is in control of the conversation. So if you get somebody that gets you on the phone and they start asking questions, guess what? They are in control. So if you're on a sales call, if somebody's asking you a bunch of questions like bam, 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 you're automatically losing. Okay. You need to change that around. All right. And this is one thing that I'm an expert at, and I teach my employees and my doc prep and law firm students. I teach them exactly how to overcome that. So yeah, but make sure that you're asking the questions. He or she who asks the questions is the one in control, because you don't want to make it feel like you're being interrogated, right? And you got to defend yourself, right? You want to be asking the questions. You want to be in the driver's seat. Okay. So basically, the big question that you ask them is, all right, so Billy, tell me a little bit about what's going on, and if we can help you, let's see how we can help you and get you divorced, okay, buddy? And then so Billy's gonna tell you everything. He's gonna be like, "Oh, that happened, and that happened, this happened, that happened, and blah 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 blah." Right? And Billy's just foaming at the mouth. And some people talk more, some people talk less. Like some people, they'll give you a quick recap in like like 5 minutes or 3 minutes or whatnot. Some people they will literally talk for like 20, 25 minutes. Okay. Don't worry about the length of time that they talk, as long as it doesn't get too crazy, right? So if somebody keeps on saying the same thing over and over and over again, or if you have like a bunch of phone calls that you need to get back to, then yeah, you can kind of speed them up along, speed them. quicker, speed them up quicker. I can't talk today. But just let them take their time because it's almost going to feel like you're a therapist listening to their problems. But don't worry, you guys and gals, that's a good thing because if they feel that like you're their therapist, they will spend money with you. They're gonna, even if they don't spend money with you, they're going to love you. They're gonna be like, oh my God, I talked to this awesome gal named Sally, and she was so sweet. She just listened to me talking, this and that. Right. And at the end of the game, you guys, sales is a numbers game. You know, like yeah, not everybody you talk to is gonna buy from you or spend money with you. Like not even half of the people you talk to are gonna spend money with you. I mean, yeah, you'll have days where half of the people you talk to will spend money with you, or even 100% of the people that you talk to will spend money with you. But long term, my average, and I'm kick ass at this, you know, is I close 1 out of 3 people that I talk to. So 33% of people actually pay me money. Okay. And that's fine. Okay. Because if you can close 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 people, 1 out of 5 people that you talk to, you're going to do very, very, very well for yourself. Okay. Like that's that's a promise. Okay. So you get their story. Okay. So you're going to get the prospect's story. And then what you're going to do is you are going to assess the situation. All right. And you're going to give them a game plan. You're going to be like, all right. So, from what it sounds like, Billy, looks like you're going to need X, Y, and Z. So, basically, from what you're saying, Billy, it looks like you're going to need an uncontested divorce. And do you want me to tell you what the process is? To which case, Billy is going to say, obviously, yes. All right. So the process goes like this. What we're going to do, Billy, is we're going to prepare the divorce papers so that the court doesn't kick it back. We're going to put down anything that you have that you need to distribute to between yourself and your wife. If your wife needs to change back to her maiden name, we're going to put that on the documents for free. And we're going to have you come into our office and sign and notarize your portions of the documents. Then we're going to take your documents to the courthouse. We're going to file it. We're going to pay the filing fee. Filing fee is $300. And you don't need to worry about that, Billy, because we're paying for that out of the total funds that you give us. And then it's going to take about 6 weeks. The judge is going to sign off on the divorce decree. And then as soon as he signs off on the divorce decree, you're going to be a free man. You're going to be officially divorced. You're going to be able to have a divorce party, have naked ladies jumping out of cakes. And you better invite me, Billy. Otherwise, I'm going to be angry. How does that sound, Billy? And Billy's gonna be like, whoa, hell yeah, I want to have a divorce party with naked ladies jump out of the cake. Wow. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Billy's gonna be laughing. He's gonna be, just cutting up with you, right? Billy is loving you at that point, okay? And look, y'all, I do this with the ladies as well. I'll talk to ladies and I'll say, yeah, you're gonna get divorced from that douchebag, Mary, and then you're gonna be able to have like a divorce party with all your girls, and you're gonna have like a bunch of buff naked dudes jump out of birthday cakes looking like Chris Hemsworth and looking like The Rock. Please don't invite me to that party. But yeah, it's gonna be fun, Mary. How's that sound? And Mary's gonna be like, oh, Daniel, you're so funny. I promise y'all, like I just have fun with these calls, right? And I'm just joking and I'm just like having fun with these calls, right? But what I'm doing at that point, you guys, is I'm just connecting with the person on the other line, right? And I actually do like the people I talk to. I have fun with them, and they like me as well. So um so you assess the situation and you tell them what the process is. Okay. So we'll put that as 5. Tell them what the process is. All right. And then once you tell them the process, do you have any questions? This is what you're going to say to the prospect. Do you have any questions about the process? And if not, we'll talk about the prices. And if they got questions on the process, they'll ask the questions, you answer them. And at this point, you've done such a good job. They're going to be like, no, no, yeah, tell me the prices. Okay. And so what you're going to do, and this is really, really important, you guys, price pitch. Okay. This is a secret. Always, you see, I'm writing in all caps. Always, always, always. You see, I'm repeating this word. Always, always, always. Always, always, always give 2 options. Okay. Always give 2 options. because psychologically, people do not like to be told or forced to do something against their will. Okay. And so by you giving people two options, what it does is it gives them an illusion of choice. And it also makes them feel good because they're like, oh, I have a choice in the matter. And then also what happens psychologically, you guys, is people are going to typically pick one option or the other option. Okay. So you're rarely going to get somebody that says no to you. Okay. That doesn't happen to me, honestly. I don't recall the last time somebody just flat out told me no. When I gave them two options and like they're like, nope, neither one of the options is good. None. Screw you, black man. that's never that's never happened to me. Okay. So for instance, what I'll do is I like to give people a paid in full option, which is obviously cheaper, or a payment plan option. Okay. And there's different ways and angles that you can do this, you guys. But this is just what works out best for me. And then also, it just works out best if you're in the legal field. Okay. So, for instance, I may say something to the effect of, all right, so, Billy, we have two options. We have a paid in full option and a payment plan option. And you just tell me what works out the best for you. Okay. And Billy's going to say, okay. And then you're going to say, all right, so with the paid in full option, what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to prepare your divorce papers. We're going to pay your filing fee out of the money that you paid us. We're going to get both two of you guys to sign and notarize in our office. We're going to do all the court work for you. We're going to take the documents to the courthouse. We're going to get it filed. We're going to follow your case from start to finish. Make sure you get divorced so you can go to that party with the cake and the naked ladies jumping out. And then that option is just going to be 14.99. Okay. $1,499. Now, if you need a payment, and then you pause. Okay. All right. Just let it sink in their head for a second. Now, Billy, if you need a payment plan, we can help you out with that. So it's going to be the exact same thing. So we're going to prepare the papers, pay the filing fee, do everything for you at the courthouse, and all that good stuff. And then that option is just going to be 17.99 total, of which case you need to drop down at least half down to get you started, which is $900. And then we're going to do X, Y, Z. And then whenever you pay out the balance, then we'll take the documents to the courthouse and then we'll complete the divorce for you. And then you pause for a second. And then you say, now, Billy, what option works the best for you? And then at that point, you guys, you just sit back, fold your arms, and you just wait for Billy to make a decision. And Billy, 9 times out of 10, is going to choose one of those two options. And he's going to think about it. And your thing with it, ladies and gents, is you do not interrupt Billy in his thought process. Well, if he needs to be silent and think about it for a while, then you allow Billy to be silent and think about it for a while. Okay. That's very, very important. Okay. And then Billy is going to give you the option. He's going to say, well, yeah, I think 14.99. Okay, so if we did the paid in full 14.99, you think that would be the best deal for you, Billy? And he's gonna say, yeah, because it's gonna save me $300 or whatever the price is. And then you're gonna be like, all right, great. All right, so what we are gonna do is it's just gonna take us 10 or 15 minutes, Billy. What I'm gonna need to do is get some information on you just so that we have the correct information to put on the divorce papers. And then you're gonna tell me what Visa or MasterCard that you're gonna put that 14.99 on, and then we're gonna get you going on your way. Okay. And Billy's gonna say, okay. Or maybe Billy's like, oh, do I have to pay now or whatnot? Okay. And that's just part of your objection handling. Okay. But you just go seamlessly into that process, you guys. Like the thing that you never want to do is you never want to say, well, hey, do you want to pay today? No, they're gonna they're gonna say, oh, I have an option. No, I'll pay later. you know, like you always assume that a person is ready to go now, that same day. Okay, we would make so much money, you guys, so much quicker if you just assume the close. Okay. That being said, you guys, my mouth is all dry. I just given you like information that I literally spent like over the past 10 years. I probably spent over $60,000 in learning this stuff, like high level selling. Okay. And I just gave it to you for free. All right. Like I need to drop the mic again. I dropped the mic in the second episode. So I'm gonna drop the mic now. No, I'm not gonna drop this mic because it cost me over $100 for this mic. But pretend like this is the mic. This pen in my hand is the mic. All right, it's been dropped. It's been dropped, baby. All right, so this has been Wiafi. Make sure you like this video, comment on the video, let me know how you liked it. And we are going to have the conclusion of this 4-part series tomorrow. And make sure you ask questions. And if you need to get at me, get at me get at me at the link that is in the description of this video or this podcast. Peace and God bless y'all.